I think she's a changeling. Anakin Skywalker, Jedi Knight.
A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, existed perhaps one of the greatest bounty hunters to ever hunt a bounty. An expert pilot, an astute assassin, and a changeling able to change her form whenever she needs it changed. The legendary bounty hunter, Zam Wesell. It would be impossible to get a perfect picture of what Zam Wesell was really like. For much of her life, Zam Wesell kept secret. Just a hop, skip, and a jump through the mid-rim, close to the Corellian Run, lies the planet of Zolan. An arid and temperate planet. Home, of course, to the Clawdite species. Those wacky beings known as the Clawdites were a reptilian species, mostly coming in shades of green, save for their shape-shifting and appearance-changing abilities, which we'll touch on a little more later. The merciless sun is what gives our Clawdite friends here their famed ability of shape-shifting and changing their form. See, I told you we would get back to it. Able to move the molecular structure of their body into any humanoid shape. The Clawdites are quite a species indeed. Alongside the Clawdites upon Zolan coexisted the Mabari, an absolutely old, ancient order of warriors.
We'll touch back with them a little later.
The point of our focus and the beginning of our story takes place on the continent of Sultur.
Just go with it.
Sometime before 32 BBY,
Before the Battle of Yavin,
our wee baby Zam Wesell was born to both a mama and a papa. But all was not well on Zolan. Wrought with constant war, our wee baby Zam grew up in a harsh reality. Remember those Mabari we talked about before, warriors of old. In order to attain strength, Zam sought out the teachings of these warrior knights. Training vigorously, she reached the 3rd level mastery of the Mabari martial arts of legend. It is not known exactly how, but amidst her time with the Mabari, Zam Wesell had another interest piqued. She developed a taste for profit, money, wealth, and this wasn't all that would shake the Mabari's faith in young Zam. The Mabari tended to hold a dislike for outsiders. Zam being a Clawdite shapeshifter, she was able to hide her appearance for long enough until she didn't. And then it was bad. Labeled a heretic, a deceiver, and a sinner, Zam thought quick, did what she does best, changed shape, and fled off-world. It was 32 BBY when Zam Wesell met another bounty hunter you may know. Jango Fett. Not very good, but it was amidst his hunt for Komari Vosa, devious outlaw leader for the Bando Gara, that these two would meet and form a friendship. And now for the tale of the tape. Zam Wesell stands in at a corporeal 1.68 meters, or for our American friends, 5 feet and 6.142 inches. She weighs in at a mass of 55 kilograms. Keep in mind, both her height and weight is variable because, she can change her shape. The Koro-2 Exodrive airspeeder, built by Deslerge's Outworld Mobility Corporation, was Zam Wesell's main mode of transportation. A fast singular-seat aircraft coming in at a length of 6.61 meters. Offering not much in the way of defense capabilities, it is known that Zam had plans for attaching a blaster cannon to compensate this. This dexterous and agile vehicle was adept enough to weave in and out of the buildings of Coruscant and other large urban areas. Its unique design offers an intriguing mode of propulsion, wherein the forward mandibles of the craft are, quote, irradiated with the air around them, inducing ionization and making it conductive. Apparently, this electrified airstream then magnetically propels to the rear of the craft. Therefore, the craft is literally forced by the electrified matter moving from one end of the other to the other side of the other craft. No, the one craft, one side moves to the other, and then it makes it go. Speaking on her airspeeder, Wesell said this.
My speeder might be built like a dung beetle, but it could survive an acid storm on Morta 6.
Moving along. The Koro-2 Exodrive airspeeder also had a hidden locker in which Wesell stashed her assassin droid, the ASN-121, which was positioned directly behind her seat. Also able to be stored upon the craft was her trademark sniper rifle, the Key Steer 1284 projectile rifle to be exact, perfect for long-range sniping missions. It had on it a thermal optical imaging scope for intense accuracy. But when it came to close combat, she was covered in that area too. A hadrium alloy blaster pistol known as the KYD-21 model, it featured a custom guardless trigger that allowed for rapid fire. Small, lightweight, and easily hideable, this was one of Zam's trademark weapons. If the weapons didn't finish off the foes she was battling, her armor would surely keep her protected. Her characteristic armor of choice was a Mabari armor weave blast sink skirt, as well as shin guards on her boots. This material could absorb and even deflect blast fire from grenades, lasers, and other energy-based weapons. Aside from that, she kept with her a simple comlink that scrambled outbound signals, as well as a smattering of handheld explosives, and a pair of specially equipped electro goggles, which were equipped to her helmet. This displayed more detailed information about the target in sight. Zam Wesell's aforementioned iconic assassin droid, the ASN-121, was a custom creation by the Malkite Poisoners, custom made specifically for Zam. This droid had a multitude of features, including stealth capabilities, an infrared photoreceptor, a cognitive central processing unit, a capture net, an extending cutting mandrel tool attached to the Kohun canister dispenser,
which we'll come back to,
as well as a recording device and wide-range scanning. The ASN-121 is powered by a repulsor lift engine, which was rated Military Plus. This repulsor lift engine uses a fusion generator that allowed the robot to hover at high altitudes. All these tools at her disposal, and don't forget she can change her shape, made Zam quite the fearsome foe.
Executing a mark, someone who probably deserves it anyway, is a lot different than looking the other way while the world dies.
Alas, the story of Zam Wesell does not have a happy ending. On what some would call a goodwill mission to stop powers going to the Supreme Chancellor and creating the Empire, Zam Wesell was sent on an assassination mission. The target, Naboo's Senator Padme Amidala. This mission was to stop her from speaking up against the Military Creation Act. Zam, along with Jango Fett, targeted the senator just as she landed on the planet of Coruscant, home to the Galactic Senate. However, due to a miscalculation, it was the senator's handmaiden Clawdite who took the blast on the ship, and not Padme Amidala. After this really very good attempt, Jango Fett gave to her a few cones, aka the Indomitable cones, which were a small, multi-legged anthropod from the jungle planet of Indomitable. Each of these nasty little creatures had a deadly venom packed inside them that would release when they bit their prey. The plan was to locate the senator's sleeping quarters and release these insectoids into her quarters to more humanely put her down while she slept. Honestly, pretty nice. Alas, when the plan went into motion, a young Darth Vader, known then as Anakin Skywalker, viciously slayed all the Cohoons before they could do their duty. After a 2-on-1 chase from 2 Jedi, Zam Wesell's speeder was shot. She then made a heroic crash landing without harming anyone in sight. Wesell quickly escaped into the Outlander Club, which has a very nice drink menu. Alas, this is when our story turns dark. Zam Wesell took a lightsaber to the arm. It was then that she was dragged out into the middle of the street and betrayed by her friend, Jango Fett, after she was shot with a Kaminoan saber dart, which injected a deadly poison into her veins. Wesell honorably gave up the information she held, but not before returning to her original form, the way her Clawdite mother would have liked it. And with that, in the year of 22 BBY, Zam Wesell came to an end. Her stories, however, will live on in the memories and stories we pass on. So seek out any holocron, any data you can about Zam Wesell, and perhaps learn a little more about this changeling assassin who almost stopped Darth Vader and maybe could have put an end to the Empire and the First Order. And with that, thank you. Remember to spread love and knowledge throughout the galaxy, and also to turn down your lights where applicable.